7.8 miles per gallon. Alright, so the gas just... The 2027 Ram SRT TRX cost over $100,000. I saved roughly $30,000 buying a used 2021 Ram TRX. But after owning it for a couple months, seeing how much gas is, and dealing with the things of a used car, was it actually worth it? Today I'm going to talk about how much exactly I paid for my 2021 Ram TRX, what it's costing me to drive it every day, the problems I had, and how it compares to the new Ram SRT TRX. And also my plans for it, because by the end of this year, this Ram TRX is gonna have over 1,000 horsepower. Let's go. What's going on YouTube? SRT Dad. And let's get right into this. Why did I buy a used TRX in 2026? Well, for starters, I've wanted a TRX since it came out. It was literally my dream truck. Not initially, but once I started seeing them more and more, once I started hanging out with SRT Auto Works and seeing all these guys with their builds, after Chad, shout out to you, my boy Chad, after Chad let me drive his 1,000 horsepower TRX, that's when I started feeling that itch. And that's when I was like, yeah, I think I want one of these trucks. And yeah, so, but why a used one? So, a new TRX, well, first off, the TRX is barely coming out new now in 2027 coming up. And it's gonna be over $100,000. That's just a little bit out of my price range personally. I can't afford that, you know what I mean? That's too much money. And two, before 2027, there was not a TRX after, I believe, 24. So 25 and 26, we had the RHO. And I didn't want that shit. It sounds like farts. It sounds like a fart cannon when it's changing shifts. Wide open throttle. I didn't want that shit. So I didn't want an RHO new, and I can't afford a brand new TRX. So the next option was getting a used TRX. Now used TRX's prices, they vary, okay? You can get a high mileage TRX. I'm talking about, you know, over, you know, 80, 90,000 miles. You can get them in the high 50s, okay? But I didn't want to get a high mileage TRX. This one I got it with 38, 39,000 miles. I think it was 38,000 miles. I'll put it on the on-screen text right here. But yeah, I didn't want to get a high mileage TRX. So the main reason I didn't get a new one obviously was the price. Now, how much did this TRX cost me exactly? All right, so this TRX, before taxes and insurance and all that, you know, all that bullshit you gotta pay along with the truck, I paid, I believe, $71,000, okay? $71,000 is what this TRX cost me before taxes, before all that crap, and we'll get into monthly payments and all that shit in a future video. But that's how much this TRX cost me. This TRX is a 2021 TRX, had 38,000 miles. I'm almost at 42 now, and it cost me $71,000. Now, if you're trying to buy a used TRX yourself, your cheapest option is going to be the 21, okay? If you get a 22, a little bit more expensive, a 23, that's going to be the most expensive one. I think those are like $90,000. It just depends on the mileage, but those can be, you can be creeping in the high 90s for those, almost paying for a brand new TRX at that point. But yeah, 21 is your best bet. That's what I did. I made sure it was one owner. And now let's talk about how much it costs to own one of these things. So first off, we'll talk about MPGs, okay? So let me scroll down and show you guys my MPGs right here. Turn this AC down. Fuel economy. Right now I'm getting 8.3 miles per gallon. Those of you that follow me on all my socials know that I recently made a video where it was at 7.8, 7.9. 7.8 miles per gallon. Anyways, I have what, just over 3/4 tank, 224 mile range. So the gas mileage, I do a lot of city driving, okay? Most of my driving city, taking my kids around, driving around kind of how I am right now. Sorry, I'm very thirsty. It's hot out here. You can see it's 104 degrees out here. And let me know what you guys think about my Meta glasses. I'm using my Meta glasses right now. First time using it in a YouTube video. Anyways, getting 8.3 miles per gallon right now. Now this is where it gets kind of weird when it comes to the miles per gallon, okay? I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of owners, you know, post their videos that go viral saying, oh, I only have a quarter tank left and my gas light comes on. And that actually can happen. It really can. But it's really based off driving behavior, okay? Yeah, so driving behavior will dictate how many miles per gallon you're getting. Now, like I was saying, they'll be at a quarter tank and their light comes on, and that can be true. But yesterday, and I'll talk about where I get gas at, but yesterday I got up, my estimated miles said like 50 miles, right? I had a quarter tank. I know, it's terrible. And it said I had 56 or 57 miles or something like that. And then, oh man, I love that whine. Just listen to that. I hope you guys can hear that on this mic. Anyways, I took my younger kid to school to go to elementary, took my oldest to high school, and then I drove like 15 or so miles to put gas. And by the time I got to the gas station, it actually read higher than that. It said like 58 miles. And that's just because I got on the highway and essentially my MPGs went up, okay? So on the highway, realistically, you're getting 11 to 13 miles per gallon on this TRX, and that's if you're doing normal driving. Now, if you drive like some of us do and we're hauling ass everywhere, yeah, that's how you're gonna get that freaking gas light coming on at a quarter tank. Because if you're hauling ass, I'll do a little pull right here, just so you guys can hear. Woo! Oh man, that sounds beautiful. That sounds beautiful. Yeah. Anyways, let's head to the gas station. I'm not gonna put any gas. I have over 3/4 tanks, but let's head to the gas station and let's see how much gas prices are where I live. All right, here at the gas station, just so you guys can see the gas prices here, okay? Let me show you. All right, so like I said, I'm not gonna put gas, so I came to this pump that's out of service. That way I'm not anybody's way, but this is what we're looking at, okay? Arizona, all right? Unleaded, 477, plus 89, 514, and then premiums 544. Now, yesterday I went to Sam's Club. That's where I put gas. It's like 15 miles from where I live, and I believe I put gas for about 430-ish. As I'm filling my TRX right now, you can see I'm here at Sam's Club putting gas at $4.39, which is like over $1 cheaper than here. Yeah, so usually I fill up gas when I'm around, fix the glasses real quick. When I'm around just under a quarter a tank, that's when I usually fill up, just because I don't want to mess up the fuel pump. You don't want to let any of these performance cars get low on fuel, because then the fuel pumps, they'll eat all the dirt that's left at the bottom. So yeah, that's why I don't do that. But usually it's like under 120 bucks every time I fill up at Sam's Club, which, you know, it's not, I mean I guess it is bad if you're only getting what, 8 miles a gallon, but you have to be ready for this stuff if you want to buy one of these trucks. So I wanted to make this video, just those of you that you know, that say this is your dream truck, you know, just so you guys can do your proper, you know, inform yourselves properly before you make your purchase. You know, I could have informed myself a little better. I'm yet to get my first oil change. I'm going to do it soon. There is a recall on these trucks for the seat belt or something that I'm going to take it for as well. And I'm going to try to drive a Charger Scat Pack, the 6-pack Scat Packs, while I'm there, if they let me. But yeah, about 120 bucks filling up on gas. Insurance, I pay around 220 a month, so you have to take that into consideration as well. I don't drive a lot like that, so that's why I didn't really hesitate to buy it, just because like my daily commute's not far. It's just a lot in the city, so that's why my MPGs are so low. I'm sure if I drove a lot of highway, it'd probably be like in the 10s, you know what I mean? Which isn't like great either, but it's better than 8. Anyways, so oil changes, I believe, for these trucks are around a couple $100, which is not cheap either. And then tires, I don't know how long the tires last. These were brand new, luckily, when I bought it. But a new set of tires is probably going to run me a couple $1,000s as well, just because these are 35-inch tires, you know what I mean? So they're not going to be cheap, and they're all terrain or off-road or whatever, so that's not going to be cheap. Were there any issues when I first bought the truck? Like what issues did I run into when it was used? There was a couple, okay? One, I noticed right off the bat the steering wheel was misaligned, so they needed an alignment. I noticed that on my test drive. They, you know, dealership took care of that for me. AutoNation and Off Bell Road, they took care of me. I went in the next, I think, a couple days later, and they took care of my alignment. Another thing was my wife. She noticed this mirror visor, this visor right here on her side. It was like she opened it and it just fell off. Like the wiring fell off too. This is after we bought it, as we were driving out the dang dealership. I told them that same day too. They fixed it for free. And then I think the only other thing was the active dampening suspension was like limited or whatever. I forgot what the code is called. I'll put it on the on-screen text right here on the video if I could find it. Like I took like a couple hard bumps, and it just that message came up. It's came up a couple times. It hasn't came up in like, you know, in a few weeks. Stopped after the first couple times. I heard that's a common issue with these TRXs. But when I take it for the first oil change, I'll have them look at it. I think they have to get it lifted and just check the active dampening, see if one of the wires are loose or something. I think that's what's going to be the issue, because I'll restart the truck and it comes off. It doesn't show up anymore. What I love about this truck is the power, man. We're talking a freaking Hellcat engine in a truck. I mean, I don't want to push it too hard because it's hot out here, but just check this out. Oh man, it's just amazing. And it's just, again, it's surprising how comfortable this thing drives. It's just so smooth on the power. And the tech on these trucks are amazing. The interior is A1. Like, this is the best interior I think in its class, in my opinion. Big old infotainment screen. I believe it's over 20 inches long. I just put it in sport mode right now. There's just so many cool things. You have performance gauges. You can look at the performance gauges here as well. Right now, there we go. So this is the page I like to have, just because sometimes this performance pages take a few minutes to load, but this is instant right here. You can see your coolant temp, trans temps, oil pressure in live time. Like I said, this takes a little while to load. Sometimes it's hit or miss. There it goes right there. So it's nice having these gauges right here. Oops. There you go, the same type of deal. I like having them here. Just one thing you want to keep an eye on with in the summer over here is just how hot your coolant's getting, how hot your your intake air temps are. But man, this truck's just amazing. And you can see it in sport mode. It's just the downshift's a lot harder than normal. I'm not gonna push it again. It's 106 degrees out here, but I just want you guys to see, okay? Alright, let's play around with the paddle shifters a little bit here. Alright, I'm in third gear. Oh man, this thing's amazing. Again, downshift fourth, third, it's instant. It's just instant. Let's put it back in auto. Again, it's hot out here, guys. I don't want to beat on this truck. But man, this thing is just amazing. Now, this compared to a 2027 SRT TRX, those are making 777 horsepower. These are making 702 horsepower. But what a lot of people don't know is that the new Ram TRX is actually heavier than this one. And I forget what YouTube channel it was, but they raced them, and I'll put a clip of it on here. But they raced them, and the Ram TRX, the 27 actually lost one of the races. I believe it lost one of the dig races. It won 2 out of the 3 races, but it wasn't much faster, and that's mainly because it's heavier. So the power to weight ratio is just about the same as these TRXs, which is crazy. But Other than that, I mean, they're the same truck. I think the new TRX has a couple of better interior features similar to what the RHO has right now, but they're the same truck to me. Another little pool. Woo! Oh yeah! Love this damn thing, man. Dream truck achieved, guys. Dream truck achieved. All right, let's do a little walk around. Auto start right here. My God. I love this thing, guys. And just in case you guys haven't seen yet, we got the TRX or the T-Rex dad. T-Rex dad license plate. Also added an SRT dad little American flag with the SRT dad logo on it. Thanks to Snowcat Customs for that one. Appreciate you, brother. Always hooking it up. This truck's just freaking beautiful, guys. And then I got the amber lights to come on permanently. I'll make a separate video on that. I'll be making a separate video on how to do that. There she is. Let's pop the hood. Let's pop the hood on this thing. There she is. There's the supercharger. It's it's about 110 degrees out right now, guys. You can hear those fans blowing hard, keeping that engine cool. Keeping that engine cool. She stays at about 200, 203 degrees, even in this extreme heat, guys. As compared to my SRT8, where that thing will hit 230 just because it's so low and has the long tube headers and it's cammed. Produces a lot more heat. Well, that's just when idling. Usually the Charger, you'll be like at, you know, around that same 203, 210 range, but there you have it, guys. 2021 Ram TRX in all its glory. All right, so if I had the chance to do this all over, would I still buy a used 2021 Ram TRX? Absolutely, no doubt in the world. You're saving so much money on buying one of these used rather than brand new. It's ridiculous. We're talking over $100,000 for a 2027 Ram TRX when you can get one of these anywhere from high 60s to 80s for a decent low mileage one, okay? And like I said, mine was $70,000. Now, what a lot of people don't know is most of the owners that buy these trucks, they're not your usual 18-year-old kid ragdoll in a Hellcat. Most of the owners, after meeting a lot of them, they're people that are on the higher end in this world. Let's just say that. And don't be afraid to buy one of these if it has more than one owner. Although I did buy one with just one owner, these are kind of considered almost like exotic cars. So most likely if it has 2-3 owners and it has low miles, they're owners that didn't really drive it like that. A lot of guys don't even off-road these things. So don't be scared to buy a TRX with multiple owners. Freaking sweating my balls off out here. But the future of this truck, I'm telling you guys right now, by the end of the year, this truck is going to have 1,000 horsepower. And I said this a couple videos back when I told you guys why I wasn't supercharging the Charger. I said I was gonna buy one of these trucks, enjoy it for a while, and then eventually make it 1,000 horsepower. I'm gonna take this to SRT Auto Works with Tommy and his amazing team, and they're gonna give it what's called the Exotic Killer Package, which will give this TRX 1,000 horsepower. 0 to 60 will be in the 3s, low 3s, as compared to right now it's in the 4s. It's gonna be insane. I'm super excited about it. But if you guys enjoyed this video, because I'm sweating my balls off out here, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this shit to all your friends, and make sure you guys follow SRT Dad, all right? I'm out because it's freaking hot, y'all. Appreciate you for watching. See ya.